Welcome to Crack Pack. My name is Andrew. Today we're cracking open Shadows over Innistrad. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is Just the Wind, followed by Emissary of the Sleepless, Stallion of Ashmouth, Senseless Rage, Loam Dryad, Twins of Mauer Estate, Structural Distortion, Stoic Builder, Pore Over the Pages, Gibbering Fiend, Humble the Brute, Ever After, which for 4 black is a sorcery that reads, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Each of those creatures is a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. Put Ever After on the bottom of its owner's library. Okay, so at the very least, you're going to be able to not deck yourself as long as you have this. As long as you're able to cast this every turn, it's always going to go to the bottom of your library. Well, when you're at the end of the game, or you're at the end of your deck, casting this, putting it at the bottom of your library, might as well be the top of your library. And then just cast this every turn, as long as you have up to 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. Up to can include 0, so you can just keep casting this for 6, and you can't lose to decking out. For that, this is kind of nice. 6 mana to reanimate 2 creatures straight to the battlefield. Pretty good. Making them black zombies is also pretty good. Yeah. The only downside to this is that it's at sorcery speed, so it has to be on your turn. But I still think that this is a decent reanimation card. Is it the best? No. It's kind of pricey. But, it's giving you up to 2 for that price. So that's kind of okay. And it's also going to be repeatable because it's always going to go back to your library. So I like it. I'm not going to rush to throw it somewhere, but if I'm looking for a additional reanimation effect, this would be on the list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this a tier 2, tier 3 kind of reanimation spell for you, or is this the one that you're running to use? Next we have a Solitary Hunter, which transforms into one of the pack. Then we have Thing in the Ice, which transforms into Awoken Horror. And Thing in the Ice is a 0/4 for 1 and a blue. It's a creature with Defender. Reads, Thing in the Ice enters the battlefield with 4 ice counters on it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, remove an ice counter from Thing in the Ice. Then if it has no counters on it, no ice counters on it, transform it. Transforms into Awoken Horror, which is a 7/8 creature that reads, when this creature transforms into Awoken Horror, return all non-horror creatures to their owner's hands. And this is a staple for the Is It Phoenix deck in Pioneer, and I'm pretty sure it's a staple in a few other Spellslinger decks as well. I'm going to be throwing this into one of my Spellslinger decks very, very soon. And, there's not a lot to say about it other than, you just throw a lot of spells and then you transform it. Not a lot of people have horrors out. There's more now after the horror-themed commander deck from the Commander's Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate from last year, from 2022. There was an entire horror-themed, horror tribal, effectively, commander deck. So there's a bit more of them floating around. But not a lot of people run horrors, so when this transforms, it's basically, hey, clear the board, throw everything back into its owner's hands, and you just have a 7/8 out. So it's kind of awesome like that. If you're able to cast 4 spells, 4 instant or sorcery spells, then you've got a nice big 7-8 with a clear board to swing with. So I'm going to be rushing to throw this into a Spellslinger deck. What about you? Do you have Thing in the Ice? Where are you running it? If not, where have you seen it run, or where has it been played against you? Let me know in the comments below. Then we have a double-faced wild card and a spirit token to round out the pack. And continuing to pack one, pick one. I rather like Thing in the Ice for pick one. It's a nice just defender at 0/4 for 2. And its entire shtick just relies on instant and sorcery spells being cast to become something really big. I think that it can fit in a lot of places in a draft environment, so I think it'd be a pretty safe pick one. But before I commit to that, I want to just take a look if there's anything else that is really jumping out, and I don't think so. Yeah, so we're going to say pick one is Thing in the Ice. Let me know what your pick one is in the comments below. And that's all for today. Thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.